Good evening, everyone. This is the WWE Smackdown recap. And I will talk about Smackdown this weekend. I'm sorry, but I just saw a video of Triple H revealing that the Cruiserweight title, because of the was out of TJ Perkins and some other guy. He revealed the belt, and oh my god, the belt was just so ugly. My god. It's a silver belt with a W in the middle with a purple strap. Oh my god. A purple strap. Oh my god, I can't believe it. He had a purple strap on that belt. It looked like Jeff Hardy's belt. Oh god. I can't believe there's a belt that's even uglier than that one. Oh my god, the WWE. They really do not understand what a belt should look like. I mean, look at the TNA Grand Championship belt. It's a lot better than that belt. Oh god. But nothing was funny as what's been going on in this SmackDown. Let's face it, it was a little bit better than Raw, but let's face it, it's just awful. It's just awful. My God. I mean, I predicted this. I mean, let's face it, Backlash, yeah. We had, what, two good championship matches? The tag team championship, and the SmackDown Live. For some reason, they still once dropped the live part. The SmackDown Live Women's Championship, in which Becky Lynch won. And Slater and Ryan won their tag team titles. And Heath Slater gets a contract for SmackDown. But the two disappointing matches, well, actually three, because the first was Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. And, well, because Randy Orton unable to compete due to doctors not signing him off the fight, instead of just having some other wrestler, saying that Bray Wyatt was going to wrestle someone else before the pay-per-view started, no, they went to the old adage of just faking that Bray Wyatt injured him. So they had a backstage in which Bray Wyatt was attacking Randy Orton, and they saw that he hurt his legs, which I think that was an injury that the doctors wouldn't sign up for. And then later on, Bray Wyatt wanted to, and then Bray Wyatt went out there and said to count the 10 for the 10 count since Randy Orton's not gonna come. It did, and they said that with no show he won. But then a note was given to the ring announcer saying that he had an opponent, and it was Kane, the big red machine. So they're going to try to relive that little storyline, which didn't lead up to anything. So it did go on as planned, but then at the very end, Randy Orton came out there to distract him. And then he gave him the RKO. And then Kane gave him the choke slam on top of the chairs. It was a no DQ match. And Kane wins. Another useless match for Bray Wyatt, who looks like it's new era. It's the same old crap. He's not going to be in the main event at all, ever. Raw or SmackDown. Then we had the Intercontinental title match. Although we had a great Intercontinental title match between The Miz and Apollo Crews, in which The Miz won clean. But I guess they want to play out the story about The Miz ranting on Daniel Bryan on Smack Talk or Talking Smack. I don't know. No, they use that as a main storyline for him versus Dolph Ziggler. And oh god, the promos I had before this, in which he was up to like a selfish brat talking to Daniel Bryan, wanted to do some renegotiating, renegotiate the contract that he had. But then, oh god, at the very end, Maurice took out some perfume and sprayed it at Dolph Ziggler's face, and the Miz did his skull crushing finale and won. So it sounded like what Rick Martel did back in the old good old days, where he sprayed his little perfume in the opponent's eyes, they get blinded, he wins. Yeah, that's it. So he went from a good title match on SummerSlam to this one. Yeah. And then the WWE World Championship match between AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose. And you know what? People were hoping that AJ Styles won. No, it would have been better if AJ Styles won, but the way he won it ruined it for me. It's because he bumped the referee and then kicked Dean Ambrose in the balls, and I think that was a pussy way of winning. And it ruined his first ever title match. I mean, you beat John Cena clean, but you couldn't win the title clean. Your first real title, and you gotta win it by cheating. Yeah, that's really gonna help out AJ Styles. Yeah. So let's recap. All right. Yeah, Smackdown. Yeah, we started off with the video package of Backlash, and I didn't realize that they used Stronger as the theme music, which, let's face it, the WWE is not getting stronger, it's getting weaker. And this pay-per-view was weak. Yeah. And then, well, we had AJ Styles came out there telling himself the champ that runs the camp. Why? Why would he say it like that? The champ that runs the camp. The champ that runs the camp. What kind of? Yeah, and you know what? I predicted this. If AJ Styles won this match unclean, something bad was going to happen to him, and it did. What was it? It was John Cena. John Cena made his triumphant return to the WWE. Yeah. I mean, I predicted this. I predicted that John Cena was going to come back after AJ Styles did that, kicking Dean Ambrose in the balls. I knew it. I knew that was going to be the result. Yeah. And then John Cena went on to say that he has something that talks to AJ Styles. He says he has something that belongs to him. And so he thought that, he gave back that wristband that he took after SummerSlam, give it to him. He said he doesn't need it. He's already got a trophy. And just threw it down on the floor. But then he says he got something else. And the camera's panned to the WWE World Championship belt. Well, actually, it's the WWE World Championship belt because there's no E in it. I mean, before they had the lines for the E, but now it's just a WW belt. So that's one of fear to the championship belt. It's the WW belt because they can't even afford an E on the title. That's how poor the WWE's getting. And he made a quote: "The Ric Flair, to be the man, you gotta beat the man." He's all about winning the title one more time. We'll put in a conversation with the man. And he thinks that, and he can't wait to win his 16th world title off of AJ Styles. Yeah, He says only got one more goal left in the WWE. That's to be announced to be the 16-time world champion. God. And then Dean Ambrose comes out. Then he makes threats to AJ Styles because of what happened. About he'll never go to rest. But then I don't know why. And I would have thought that John Cena would have had thoughts about what he was going to say about this. I mean, he had what, 2 days to think about what he was going to say, and what he said was he wanted to talk about how Dean Ambrose wasn't the guy anymore. You know, and he made a comment that talking about if you were complaining about getting kicked in the balls while you had AJ Styles riding on the top rope. And then, oh my God, I don't know why he said it. He said Stone Cold was right to call out AJ Ambrose on his podcast. He's always sure he has no balls. Yeah, I don't know why he mentioned that Stone Cold podcast. I don't know. And Ambrose gets pissed off. He just says he doesn't care what it. They called him a lazy part timer. Yeah, lazy part timer. And all that they were about to fight, but then Shane McMahon comes out there, tries to smooth everything down. And then he announces that they're going to have a tag team match. It'll be Dean Ambrose and John Cena versus AJ Styles, a partner he's chosen, of his choosing. Yeah. Oh yeah, he chose a partner, or someone chose it for him. Yeah. And then Becky Lynch came out there, gave her a speech about winning the first ever SmackDown Live Women's title. It was heartfelt. It was great. And then to decide on who she's going to defend the title against, they're going to have a fatal five-way match between Naomi, Natalya, Nikki, Carmella, Alexa Bliss. And at the very end of that match, Carmella kicked Nikki Bella right in the face, knock her out. Carmella went for the cover, but then Alexa Bliss pulled Carmella off of Nikki, and then made the cover herself and won. So she is the new number one contender for the SmackDown Live Women's title. And I was hoping that Naomi was going to win this, but you know what? Alexa Bliss, expect thing. But then, oh my God, I caught a video of her on Smack Talk, and she needs a lot of work when it comes to mic work, because she sounded like an idiot. I mean, she's hot, but she sounded like an idiot on the mic. Yeah. And then next was a little bit of a rematch, a semifinals rematch between the Hype Brothers and the Usos. And you know what? On Backlash, they were wearing all black, like leather pants. I don't know. I think Jimmy was wearing a shirt or something. I don't know. But then on SmackDown, they were wearing, both are wearing white pants, and one of the Usos was wearing a red shirt. Well, so, oh God, they still have figured out an outfit for the Usos. I mean, they went heel, that's good, but really, you haven't thought of a good outfit for these guys? Well, basically, this was a shorter match than on Backlash. And then Usos went over with a splash. Yeah. Well, the Usos are in the right direction, but customized, they need a lot of work. Yeah. And then it was announced that Heath Slater was gonna have a little contract signing later on to make it official. And then we get another commercial, get a video package about Kurt Hawkins coming to SmackDown. And what I don't get is this episode, he was scheduled to make his debut. And I don't know why they postponed it. So it's going to be next weekend. I don't get it. Why did they postpone Kurt Hawkins' return? I mean, seriously. Why wait? And let's face it, they're not going to have any plans for Kurt Hawkins. I mean, look at the way that these silly video packets. I just don't get it. Okay, then we had Miz and Maurice in the ring talking about his victory, about he's been champion now for 162 days. He held the title longer than 132 other former WWE superstars. Yeah. Yeah, he went on talking about how great he is, and Dolph Ziggler came out there. And he talks to Miz and talk about how the Miz is trying to sell himself as a champion. And he said that deep down, no matter what Miz does, all the superstars will laugh behind his back. He talked about how the universe sees through Ziggler, sees through Miz, and he talked about how he's not a true champion. Daniel Bryan was right. And Miz went on to talk about he doesn't care what the W Universe thinks about him. And the other side, there'll always be an asterisk right next to his name. And then he told me he wants another shot at the Intercontinental title, the wife, some stunt doubles, Damien Sandow, no excuses, that's you and me. And then Maurice was trying to talk to Ziggler, but then the crowd just booed her. The Miz just said, "Shut up." While his wife's talking. Yeah, see. And then Daniel Bryan comes out and he talks about how Maurice cheated. And then the Miz went on to say that he's not going to defend the title until he gets what he wants. Daniel Bryan gets in the ring. And the Miz gets out. So, yeah. Yeah. Way to go, WWE. You just ruined what could have been Miz's finest hour. I'm starting to think that what happened at Smack Talk wasn't staged or it might have been a shoot. And the Miz is getting punished just like Cesaro. Yeah. And then we see backstage, AJ Styles was looking for a partner. He was trying to ask Baron Corbin, and wow, I still can't believe how tall Baron Corbin is compared to AJ Styles. And Corbin says he wants to be his opponent because he wants to become the new WWE World Champion. You know what? I think Baron Corbin deserves to be champion. I'll tell you why. How many people won the Andre Memorial Battle Royal? 3. The Big Show, Cesaro, and Baron Corbin. And what opportunities did that open up for them? None. It didn't help the Big Show, it didn't help Cesaro, and it still hasn't helped Baron Corbin. So I think that the next person who should be WWE World Champion should be Baron Corbin. And I don't know why they didn't put the strap on him with the NXT title. It could have been great. Could have won the NXT title in a minute flat. But yeah. And what happened next really puts the whole draft WWE draft system into check because when they did the draft, wrestlers went to other shows and they stayed there to the next draft. But yeah, what happened next was not good because next was Baron Corbin versus Apollo Crews. This is a rematch of the Backlash kickoff show in which Baron Corbin won, but the match never happened because Baron Corbin attacked Apollo Crews outside and delivered the end of days. And who would show up but Jack Swagger? Because it was announced on Raw that his contract with the WWE was running out. I thought that that's what they meant. Unfortunately, when he got in the ring, Baron Corbin left, and he announced that he's just been signed out with SmackDown. And they said, "You've seen me wrestle before, but you haven't seen anything yet." So, yeah, not good on mic. And let's face it, you've been there for years, and we've seen how you wrestle. And being on SmackDown is not going to improve anything. And what I don't get is he's been drafted to Raw. Then 2 months later, his contract's running out. His Raw contract? I don't get it. And then he signs out with SmackDown? It doesn't make sense. Oh, God. I don't get it. I just don't get the whole point of that. It would have been better just to let Jack Swagger go, get him out of the WWE. I don't know. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, this puts the integrity of the draft. I mean, what was the point of the draft if you're not gonna, if the wrestler's not gonna stay on one show? I don't get it. Yeah. Yeah. And then we go backstage, and AJ Styles try to ask Kane to be his partner, and Kane left. Yeah, good. And then coming up next was the Heath Slater signing his contract to be on SmackDown Live. He made, and he had a "I Have Kids" T-shirt, and if this going to be sold at the WWE shop, then they are really scraping the bell on the originality. Yeah, he made this big speech about winning this match, winning the title, putting his family in a double wide trailer. And then who should come out but the Ascension? And they made a challenge to them about fighting for the W SmackDown Tag Team Championship belts. But Heath Slater made an excuse that they just signed a contract, there's carpeting, the ring's not ready. But then Shane McMahon says that he signed up for the championship, tag team championship, and the match is going to happen next. So they went on to get all the stuff out, and this was a very short match. It was a squash. The Ascension started to be up Heath Slater, then Rhino gets tagged in, and eventually it led to Heath Slater diving through the ropes to take down one member section, and Rhino goring the other one for the win. So yeah. Once again, the Ascension are useless. We haven't seen the Vaude villains. I don't know. And I'm guessing the Headbangers were just one night only, which means they wasted a spot for a really good tag team. And then AJ Styles was still looking for a partner. He bumped into Daniel Bryan. And it, and Daniel Bryan says that he found a partner for him. And it was James Ellsworth. If you don't know him, he's the guy who got squashed by Braun Strowman in July, I think. And so it's AJ Styles and James Ellsworth versus John Cena and Dean Ambrose. Oh God. Yeah, and then and then up next we had Randy Orton addressing what happened at Backlash. Does his pose. So that Bray Wyatt truly is the face of fear because he's afraid of him. He said that Wyatt tapped him because he's afraid. And then Bray Wyatt came back, he was on the Titantron. He said that the Wyatt man knows when to give up. He said he gave him the gift of the way out. But instead, he embarrassed him. Said, "Don't sleep, Randy. Do not sleep." Then the Titantron goes off. And then it goes off, and Bray Wyatt was standing near the announcement table. And then Orton wanted Bray Wyatt to come in the ring, but then the lights went off. Then it came on. It was Aaron. It was Eric Rowan who started attacking on Randy Orton, and it didn't really last that long because Randy Orton delivered the RKO to Eric Rowan, and that's how it ended. So I don't know, and I don't know if Randy Orton's well enough to challenge Randy Orton. I mean Bray Wyatt, possibly at the next pay per view, which is No Mercy. But I don't know if he's able to fight Bray Wyatt on No Mercy. I mean, it's a month away, but you don't know. And then the next match that came on was the main event. John Cena, Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles and James Ellsworth. You know, everyone came out. You had John Cena, Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, and then James Ellsworth came out there. He looked happy. Brought up to the part where the Miz attacked him. It was screaming out how he should be the main eventer. Started beating on him, but then he went to the ring, and then he took James Ellsworth's place. So it was John Cena and Dean Ambrose versus The Miz and AJ Styles. And yeah, it was a good match. Well, I don't know. This is ruined. I was hoping to see James Ellsworth fight, but no, we got The Miz, and it was a okay match. Right to the point where Dean Ambrose dived at AJ Styles, and then John Cena delivered the attitude chest to The Miz, got the win, and also a dirty deeds by Dean Ambrose because when he got up, Dean Ambrose attacked him, delivered the dirty deeds to him, and that's how SmackDown ended. Yeah. Yeah, well, it was Better ending than SmackDown, but not as good as the other wrestling shows this week. Uh, it's sad. SmackDown did do better than Raw, but the pay-per-view sucked. This episode sucked. The new cruiserweight title sucks. The CWC was a waste, and the WWE is spending millions on the lowest rated shows on the USA Network. Possibly the lowest rated shows on the WWE Network. It's possible. I don't know. And this whole draft day was a big mess. It's ruining Raw SmackDown. It's gonna kill this company, which, yeah, let it kill the company. Keep making these same mistakes as always. You guys never listen. You guys never learn about your mistakes. You can't find good wrestling shows like Ring of Honor, TNA, New Japan. Lucha Underground's doing better than you guys. Booker T's Reality Wrestling's doing better than you guys. What Cultural Pro Wrestling is way better than you guys. You think you're going to win by throwing lots of money at it? That you're selling parts of your WWE to KFC? Because let's face it, the fact that KFC has been on Backlash, it's going to be on Night Champions and on No Mercy. What's the deal with KFC and the WWE? Are they that desperate of money? Because let's face it, they are. With the high price, with this electronic stage, LED on the ring post, which is unnecessary. It's not worth it. And they're spending all this money. And they're just giving pay-per-views away. $9.99 for a pay-per-view? How are they making any money? And especially these Walmart cards, they get you 3 months for $9.99. Yeah, WWE's digging himself in a hole, just like WCW, just like ECW. They're gonna kill themselves because they don't want to listen to the reason. Let them just die. And once the WWE dies, the sport of professional wrestling will be revitalized because of the indies. I don't know. Let's face it, Raw, SmackDown were a bust. CWC was a bust. NXT's getting worse because they're not making superstars. They're just buying them at high price. Yeah, I bet you. You know what? I hope that Bobby Roode negotiated a very high price contract for himself with the NXT. I hope it's in the millions. Let's face it, he's just there to take that WWE money, then leave before his career is destroyed. That's what happened to James Storm. He left. He got his network money and left. That's what the WWE is. Just a place to get buttloads of money for doing nothing, then leave before you get ruined. And that's it for the SmackDown recap. And I'm going to see if I can watch some TNA. I just finished watching Ring of Honor. It was a great show. Especially that 6-man tag and the television title match. Oh my God. That television title match was awesome. Bobby Fish and Shibata. Oh my God, it was a great match. And hopefully, All-Star Extravaganza from Ring of Honor can outbeat Backlash and Clash of Champions. Yeah. And I guess I'll end this right now. See if I can try to do a TNA review later on. And thanks for listening. Hit the like button. Hit the like button if you like this. Leave some comments about SmackDown and what things they could improve. And talk about how ugly that cruiserweight title looks. Because let's face it, that belt is gonna drive away all the cruiserweights. I mean, who would want to win something that ugly? I'm surprised anyone wants to fight for the Universal title with that belt. Oh God. Oh God. The WWE creative is creative. There's no creativity creative. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks and good night.